Namaste programs, welcome to leg 17 of the Microsoft Flight Simulator French bush trip. It's the last one. We're going from LFLJ to LFHM, which is Courchevel, to Megeve. We need to turn around first, so let's do that. I'm at full power and apparently can't even get up this hill. There we go. Oh, we've got someone up there as well. Yo, my dude. Maybe that is just a sort of local kind of a thing. You know, AI is what I'm trying to say here. Wow, this hill is... I'm going backwards. I'm going backwards down the hill. Come on, get up the hill. We need to turn around. Got the ski lifts to our right. What's at the top of this hill? Yeah, okay, there we go. Let's actually... Alright, let's get our right-hand brake on. Not really doing much. Are we going to turn around? Apparently we needed a lot of power to swivel properly. There we go, let's go. Down the hill. Yeet! Good to go, good to go. Look at this scenery here. Get up in the air and let's get going. So, 3:58 for 1 minute 17. Start our clock. Get direction. Say hello to Courchevel. Basel, the last leg of your journey begins on Courchevel's runway 04 as you take flight in a northeastern direction. As soon as you are airborne, navigate north through the neighbouring valley and return to the town of Basel. From the previous leg. Yes, although the headings were all wrong, so I guess this is Basel. Maybe that's Basel down there. Going on with our fuel. We're okay. We're okay. Gonna gain a bit of height because, you know, we're up in the mountains and not sure exactly where they're taking us. Hello, Basel. Alright, we should be turning fairly soon. Hello, Basel. Are we going to turn? Yes, yes, no. Purple line, please. Please, before we crash into a mountain. I mean, I'm right above the town, surely. There we go. Alright, 156. Well, 3:03 for 156. Confluence in Moutier. Upon reaching Basel, turn and follow the river Dawn to Basel East. Your path will lead you back towards the town of Moutier from the previous leg, where another confluence awaits you northeast. Just going in circles here. We've already been this way. Good thing I got a lot of height. Level off. I think we've gained enough height for the time being. We can always climb back up if needs be. There we go. Looking good. Looking good, feeling good. Incredible. Incredible. Again, I think, you know, If I were a betting man, I should be over to the left a little bit, but, you know, we follow the purple lines. I mean, this confluence is surely this here that it's referring to, hmm? There are a confluence of rivers down here? It doesn't look like it. Anyway, confluence in Moutier. Especially as, given our, you know, height situation, we should be flying along the valleys rather than along the mountains. But, yeah, weird. Just weirdness going on. We should have turned by now as well. There we go, big turn, big turn. So, we want 46 degrees for 2 minutes 49, and we're heading to a Y-shaped valley down the mountain. As you head northeast following the river Isère upstream, gain altitude to 8,300 feet. Well, look exactly where we are. On the south face of the mountain range, you will come to... Okay, let me try and get this English working. You will come to find a crack in the mountain and a Y-shaped valley with incipient snow on the peaks. Oh, it's incipient. Actually, we're going along the valley quite nicely now, so that's, you know, good work, purple line. Y-shaped valley. Incipient snow. Bit of turbulence going on here. Alright, and as I've said before, we don't really want to trust their 8,300, so let's get up a little bit higher than that. But slowly, carefully, calmly. Y-shaped valley. Guess that's just what's ahead of us here. Another 40 seconds or so. This must be the Y-shaped valley here, where there's little towns on the south sides of these mountains. Just perched precariously. I guess they're all ski resorts. Looks like we're turning 336 for 1 minute 33. For the valley. Track with the westernmost branch of the crack. Rising up the mountain. Eventually you should see the vast expanse of Lake Rosalind in the north. Make your way there. Following the crack. Bit disturbing. These clouds are potentially hiding some peaks, but probably not. I can sort of see through them. Make a slow turn. Follow the crack. Look at that mountain there. Beautiful. Truly beautiful. Keep following the crack. Definitely needed to be higher than 8,300. Come on. Wait, only just higher than this peak here now. I am going to level off though. We are reaching heights that this plane doesn't like. There we go. And we're turning now. Bit early apparently, but hey, why not? Follow the crack. Follow the crack, follow the purple line. There's the lake. Lake Rosalind. As you arrive over Lake Rosalind, set your sights north-northeast and behold the majesty of Mont Blanc. Then head in that direction to reach its southern face. Nice. We're attacking Mont Blanc. from the south. What a beautiful little lake. Little, you know, little villages around it, or just sort of resort towns, perhaps, resort buildings, farms. I don't know. Fisherman's shack. Do they have fish up here? If so, how did they get here? Look at that mountain. My goodness. The tallest mountain in Western Europe. Europe, apparently. Yeah, there is a taller mountain on this, you know, in this area, in Russia somewhere, but that ain't Europe. Here we go, heading towards Mont Blanc now. So 61 degrees for 3 minutes 47. Mont Blanc, south face, Italian border. Fly northeast along the southern face of Mont Blanc through the Aosta Valley. This is the Italian region of the Mont Blanc Massif. Your path will take you past numerous glaciers flowing southeast as you continue towards the end of the valley, and 2 more glaciers flowing south near the border with Switzerland. Get your glaciers on. So much mountain. And yeah, look how tall it is. We're at basically 10,000 feet. Which is basically 3 and a bit kilometers. And yeah, we're probably only halfway. What is Mont Blanc? Mont Blanc's 6,000 kilometers. 6 kilometers, 6,000 meters, obviously. Not sure what it is in feet. I feel like we need a bit of power. We're just sort of dropping a bit. We're running into a bit of light air or headwind or something. Surprising there's not a lake there. Looks like a little cup that we should be holding. That my voice is cracking. What am I, 15? Mont Blanc. What did it call this? This is the Aosta Valley. You've got the ski runs there. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. What are y'all doing living up here? What are y'all doing? Human beings, just let's go find a completely almost inhospitable part of the world and strap some wood, pieces of wood to our feet and plummet down some mountains. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I have done. I have skied just on the other side of this huge mountain here. That is where I learnt to ski. Not that, well, I was 18, so, you know, it would have been better if I'd learnt when I was much younger, but yeah. And these days, I think my skiing days are over. The knees just wouldn't be able to handle it. Here we go, 53 degrees for 6 minutes 16. End of valley, Swiss border. As you enter the Swiss region of Mont Blanc Massif, follow the valley heading northeast. In time, you'll see a river flowing along the valley, the Drance d'Entremont, which leads to a confluence with the east-west flowing Drance de Bagne in the town of Sembrancha. Okay. Look how arid this mountain is. There is no trees. We are up too high. What a spectacular mountain. Just, you know, living its life there, perched in amongst all of this. The algorithm's having a bit of a, you know, a fiddle with it. Constantly moving bits here and there to you know, represent the aliens in the way that they, you know, teleport bits of mountains out. We found that in the Pyrenees. And also in the Nevada bush trip. There's a glacier there. Look at that. This is the entirety of a glacier. Probably considered. I don't think that's the Mer de Glace. I think the Mer de Glace, which is the famous glacier that comes down from Mont Blanc, is on the other side. But maybe, I think. But it must be the other side because it heads down into Chamonix rather than this side of the mountain. Incredible. Yeah. Can't really complain. Town down there. Big one. Big old town. I don't think we're at our confluences of Drances yet. And Sembrancha. We've only done 2 minutes of 6, so probably the end of the valley here. Well, hi there. You giant thing. Here's another glacier. Look at it. Just, you know, river of ice. River of ice. Slowly moving. Over thousands of years. Although these days they're probably moving a bit quicker. They're all going to melt eventually. Power down just a bit, don't quite need to be going this nuts. We might even trim down a bit more as well. We're going a bit high. I'm a bit concerned about frost, although no, okay. No frost. Alright, nearly 4 minutes of the 6 minutes done. Look at this grey cloud in front of us. What you doing there? What you doing? Guess we're following this river it mentioned now, the Drance d'Entremont. We're trying to find an east-west flowing river confluence at Sembrancha. Again, I think the headings are wrong because the next heading is confluence in Sembrancha, and the description of what we just had is definitely ends with the confluence in Sembrancha. Yeah, reading ahead, and definitely these headings are all wrong again. So actually we already did end of Valley Swiss border. So this one is confluence in Sembrancha. That's where we're headed. And now we're frozen. Yep. You can tell because our airspeed has left the building. That cloud was a cold one. Let's lose a bit of height here. But not too much, because we do need to get over this hill here. Hill, he said, laughably. It's a hill, I guess, in terms of where it is in the world. What's this other plane doing up here? What you doing up here? Get out of it. Can't get out of it. This is my airspace. Here we go. We're turning. So actually, I think this is probably autoroute A9. 15 degrees for 4 minutes 58. Head northwest from Sembrancha. I didn't really see Sembrancha, but it must have been that down below there. And look for an opening in the mountains ahead. When you find the A9 motorway coming from the northeast and crossing the mountain pass, track to where the highway starts veering north towards the town of Martigny. I've got another theory now about some... Oh, we're going way too fast. Got another theory about this. Maybe the headings are correct, but the instructions aren't. Because I don't think this is heading to the autoroute. I think now we're probably heading to the confluence in Sembrancha. Anyway, the purple line and the headings are correct, so that's all we need. If they're not correct, we're doomed. So, I think with the frost, I'm having actual trouble keeping her level. Look at this. I'm having to go to like trim 20 to even level her off. It's crazy. What's happened? Is it because we're just covered in ice? 27-degree trim right now. I guess the ailerons are a little bit iced up or something. Right, we can probably start... Actually, probably wouldn't hurt to go down a bit lower, would it? See, yeah, look, we're beginning to see a river. It said in a valley. I'm sure that's what the previous instructions said. What do I need to do? I basically need to read the instructions from the previous one. Alright, we'll try that. We'll see if we can do that. Doesn't seem to be correct. Yeah, there's the river. And then I'm guessing there's a confluence of an east-west river further down. That makes more sense now, because the east-west didn't make much sense from the direction we were going. We were already going east-west. Why would we then run into a river perpendicular to where we were going? Look at this lake over here. Incredible. I don't think this, you know, because we've got another 2 minutes or so on this leg, so I'm not sure if this is Sembrancha. Possibly. Weird. I don't know if something's broken on the plane. That, you know, I'm having to trim it so much. I mean, normal full level flight, we're at 0% or minus 1%. 25% at the moment. It worries me. It worries me that the plane's about to fall. We are still quite frosty, so I guess that might have something to do with it. So yeah, this to me must be Sembrancha. But, you know, river coming the way we're going, and then maybe another river going right, left. This, yeah. Alright, so we want 312 for 219. Order route A9, I think is probably the heading, but the instructions are actually what we just did. Head northwest from Sembrancha and look for an opening in the mountains ahead. When you find the A9 motorway coming from the northeast and crossing a mountain pass, track to where the highway starts veering north towards the town of Martigny. But we're doing 312 for 219 for 219. Awesome. Look at this little valley coming into a giant town here. I guess this would be Martigny. It's pretty big from memory. Well, I know of it. I know the name, so that probably means it's a big town. Never been there. Wow, look at it. It's huge. And yeah, that looks like a motorway coming from the northeast. And then zooming along there and veering north. Let's maybe lose some height. I don't know that we need to be quite this high, especially given our frosting issues. Even more frosting issues. These clouds are not making it happy sailing, so to speak. Boom, out of the clouds. Let's try and just follow these valleys now. Get to a sensible height. Got a windmill down there. Wow. Alright, we should be turning in a 10-20 seconds or so. Martigny. There we go. Big turn. Big turn. Reset our clock. So we're doing 216 for 328. Along this valley. I think I'll go into the valley actually rather than... Oh, maybe I will go. Maybe it's actually over here. We're going to have to go over the mountain, are we? No, I'm going to stay in the valley. So let's see. We're probably doing river source French border, but previous instruction was from Martigny you'll be able to see the river Trent coming from the southwest to join the mighty Rhône. Follow the Trient until it turns west into the mountains. And you will soon find yourself on the French side of the Mont Blanc Massif once again. Okay, excellent. Suddenly we're going very slow. And I don't know why. I feel like my plane is just having issues. Having issues. Maybe the frost is coming off, maybe not, don't know. Come on plane, just hold together. A few more segments, not far now. 10-20 minutes or so, probably 10 minutes. Just hold on, girl. Just hold on. Keep holding, Ron. Come on, plane. Don't give up on me now. We are basically... there must be a huge headwind. I'm at full power here and we're basically level. We're not climbing, or we're climbing just for the last little bit now, but... let's get our trim back down to maybe something more reasonable. But then we're still... look at this little resort here with its pool. Presumably it's an ice skating rink in winter. There we go, now we're at the speed we want to be, but yeah, still full power. We're fighting something. We're fighting something. Hope it's not the plane about to explode. Alright, we should be turning, yeah, soon. 20 seconds or so, maybe. It's not a big turn, though. It's 216 to 217. I mean, it's possible that the purple line's already moved on. It's possible. I'm going to just assume it has, and it's just staying on 216. Even though I'm being told 217 for 424. Oh, come on, plane. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that just because I'm looking at the other screen. Let's see. So we're going to Les Ouches, but it's the previous instruction. Continue on your path through the valley, heading south along with the river Avre. The route will carry down the length of Mont Blanc's northern face and past Chamonix, the site of the first Winter Olympics in 1924. Eventually you will reach Les Ouches, where the Avre River abruptly northwest. Turns abruptly? There's a word missing there. I don't know what I think something's gone wrong here. I feel like we should be over here. So I am going to go over there. This purple line is not taking us where we're supposed to go, I don't think. I'm going to stick to the valley. I don't want to get any higher. The plane's already having issues. I would also like to have a look at Chamonix because I've been here. And this is where I learnt to ski. I've got, well, I had family here. I think they've all moved on now, but yep. That's the Mer de Glace there, actually. I think that glacier there. This mountain I nearly crashed into is, oh, I've forgotten what the other mountain's called. God damn, I've only visited here 5 or 6 times. Anyway, the mountain on the opposite is beautiful. Alright, this is where I think we're supposed to be, so I think maybe we've had some issues with the, well, not just the headings, not just the description, I think also the, by headings I mean the titles, but also the headings and the timings are in the wrong spot or something. This is not correct. Anyway, I think we're in line to be where we should be now. Maybe that's the Mer de Glace. What am I saying? This is not, yeah, no. This is Mont Blanc over here. You can tell because it's round. Is this Chamonix? Would I be able to recognize it from the air? Probably not. I think it is actually. There's I think this is an ice rink or something. Again, as it mentioned, it was the first site of Winter Olympics. I think it's had it a couple of times. But it's got, you know, ice rinks and skis, obviously ski runs and long jumps and all sorts of stuff. I'm not seeing it, but there's a little, I think somewhere here maybe, there's a place you can go up. And I thought it was closer to Oh, that's it there. That's it there. There's a cable car that goes all the way up to there so that you can have a look at Mont Blanc. You know, there's restaurants and things up here. Ski runs, all the... This doesn't look familiar to me because I've only ever seen it covered in snow. So seeing it all green like this makes no sense. I don't know what's what. Apparently we're still on 217. Even though we did have to do that little turn, so... I mean, this is Les Ouchiers, I think. I think I skied there as well once. Took a bus from Chamonix to not far away for a different ski run. We definitely should have turned by now. Oh no, forward, no, yeah, okay, well, maybe. Yeah, soon enough. We're about to crash into this mountain, so I'm turning 253 for 311. The title is probably Megeve, and the instructions are probably keep flying west-southwest above the mountains. There we go, it finally turned. And soon you'll be able to see Megeve to the south. Home of the renowned ski resort and the Altiport that serves as your final destination. Megeve to the south, huh? We're still all frosted up. Low fuel left. Okay, that's fine. I knew we were low fuel, but I figured we'd make it. I think we've still got 34%. We Gucci. Uh-oh, we've hit maximum frost again. Need to lose some height anyway, I think. Don't know exactly where it's suggesting Megeve is. Don't think it's that one. It did say to the south, so we can probably trust that, possibly. It wouldn't be a bush trip if it didn't have some spanners in the works. Alright, get back up to speed here. Must be Megeve over there then. Possibly. So, this must be Megeve. And then 159 to get to the airport. Oh, is that the airport there? Yep, I can see it on the thing. Alright, so yeah, like from the town of Megeve, adjust your heading slightly to approach the outer port from the north. Come in for a landing on runway 15 at Megeve Altiport. A fantastic end to an epic bush trip adventure. Okay. So, yeah, there the airport there. Runway 15, that will be runway 15. Sweet. Need to get our flaps down. I think we're way too high. Beep. So I'm going to head this way a bit. Have a look at Megeve. Oh, aren't you pretty? Maybe not go that fast. There we go. It wants me to turn towards the airport. Purple line. Well done. I think we can probably start turning. Let's not stall her. Give her a bit of power. She's having a bit of a whinge. She's very heavy with all the frost. Or something. Not really sure what she's complaining about. Am I even going to be able to see out the window? I am not going to be able to see out the window, so we're doing this third person. There is probably a button to help with the frost, but I don't know what it is. And now is not the time to be looking for it. Can I at least get some sort of an idea? Yeah, maybe. Kinda. I'm not seeing a button. Okay. We'll just do it this way. We'll do it this way. We'll just hope we, you know. We've been flying this plane for 10 hours now. Whatever, how long this bush trip's taken. We should have gotten used to it by now. I think we're coming in a bit low, actually. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Give her a bit of power. Yeah, we've got a bit of a whinging. Bit of whinging going. Not even sure if the flaps have gone down properly. Maybe that's what the issue is. I don't know why it's telling me it's stalling. But we're going to have to allow it. We're going to have to deal with it. Nice. We landed it. We landed it. That's it. We did it. We did it. All the way from Bordeaux to Megeve. Bush trip complete, hopefully. Will it say it? Yes. Bush trip completed. 8 hours and 10 minutes. That was leg 17. That was the end of the French bush trip. In a couple of days, I'll upload the entire bush trip in 10 minutes, as is my way with these things. And then we'll find something else to do on Microsoft Flight Simulator or something else. We'll see. We'll see what's up for the channel when that comes to it. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you enjoyed the entire trip. Thank you for being with me with it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir. Goodbye.